So when you first pull the hub off the axle, you're going to see that the outer bearing comes out very easily, and it has this little washer. You're going to need to reuse this washer. In order to get the inner bearing out, you're going to need a bearing puller. This is a 3-paw bearing puller. You're going to want to have the hooks of the 3 paws on the inner bearing race. I'm using a slide hammer style of puller, which I just rented from Advanced Auto. In order to separate the disc from the hub, you're going to notice that there's this big cover, and this is specific to the rear hub. There are 5 10mm bolts that you will need to loosen. After loosening these bolts, the cover can just fall right out. You'll then need to loosen the 5 inner 12-point bolts that are 14mm. You can now take the disc off the hub. Before putting in new bearings, you want to take out all the old grease. Make sure that your new grease is high temperature wheel bearing grease. You also want to grease the outside of your new seal. Here I'm using a larger size socket to knock the new seal in place. If the bolts holding on the cover come out as a full bolt, then you're going to want to put them in before you attach the hub to the disc. The 5 bolts holding the disc and the hub together should be tightened to 55 foot-pounds or 72 Newton-meters. After you get the hub on, you're going to want to torque down the first hub nut to 61 Newton-meters. And basically it says tighten it down to 61, then back it off 90 degrees, and then you basically want to hand tighten it after that. And that'll get your hub nice and snug. Then you're going to put in this lock washer. You can see it's bent over like that. You're going to have to bend 1 tab at least forward and 1 backwards. The way I do it is I take this chisel, I put it right up against there, and I start hammering it in, and then I'll bend it the other way, and then I take it and I put it flat, and then I can hammer from the top down like that. For facing forward, I put the chisel in here, and then I just bend it forward using this part of the hub to leverage it off. And then I do the same hammer down technique. The last nut is also a 61 Newton-meter. You don't have to back this one off, just tighten it. After you get your brake disc on, you're going to need to close the pistons all the way, like that. And then just slip your brake pads in. You get this piece, this little holder, put the long side on top. Then you gotta take your pin and start it from the rear over here, going over and on the inside of that little lip. So you're gonna need to bend the pins in order for them to stay in place, and they're split down the middle. So what I do is I take a chisel and just place it in there, keep tension on the back, make sure it doesn't get pushed out, and then I just bend like that. Then I take my hammer, hit it to the side. That's how you replace your brakes on a Range Rover Classic.